Hello everyone, welcome back to Jelly Solves Puzzles. We're doing another Artisanal Sudoku day today. This is 196 from James Sinclair. James Sinclair runs artisanalsudoku.com. You can subscribe to their newsletter, and once a week they will send you 3 new puzzles every week. Typically it's a easy, medium, and a hard, and sometimes the hard puzzle will have additional clues if you get stuck. You can run like an alternate puzzle, so that's what we did last week. But today we are going to just go ahead and jump right in. Tallulah by James Sinclair has normal Sudoku rules apply. All clues are standard. In cages, the sum of the digits inside each cage is equal to the small number in the top left corner. So whatever digits are inside of this dotted line cage must sum to 8. Quadruple circles. A digit inside of a white circle appears in at least one of the 4 cells surrounding that circle. So this white dot is kind of sitting on the intersection of these 4 cells. So in these 4 cells, there must be at least 1, 1, and 1, 2. And kind of the nuance of that rule is the digit appears at least once. So this is a 2, 4, 5, but you could have something like 2 2s, a 4, and a 5. As long as Sudoku rules allow for it, you could have 2 2s in there. To find more puzzles like this, you can go to artisanalsudoku.com. So, where do we want to start? Okay, so this has a 3, a 4, or a 6 in it. So that 9 cage is either 1, 8, or 2, 7. It can't be 3, 5. Or sorry, it can't be 3, 6, and it can't be 4, 5. So over here, this is either 3, 5. That has to be 3, 5. So this has to be 4, 6, right? Because there's a 1, 2 here. We're using the 3 in this cage. So the only way we can make 10 is with 4 and 6. Okay. Where else? I want to avoid sort of looking at these quadruple circles that are like overlapping boxes for the moment because of the example I showed you when we were reading the rules, is that you could have sort of digits could sort of double up across a box border. They can't really double up when they're inside the same box. So this has a 4 and a 5 in it. So this could be 1, 6. Can't be 2, 5. Can't be 3, 4. So that can only be 1, 6. This 4, 6 pair is looking down, so this has to be a 1. Can't be 6. We know there's an 8, 9 in this circle. So to make 12, it has to be 7, 5. Can't be double 6. So now to make this 10, it can't be 1, 9 because the 9's over here. Can't be 2, 8 because the 8's over here. Can't be 3, 7 because the 7 is in this cage. So this has to be 4, 6. And that 6 looks over at that. So that's 4, that's 6. So now if we sort of follow that around, the 6 is in this column. We know that the 6 is in this box somewhere, this 2x2 box. And it's not in column 1. So there's a 6 there. Didn't help as much as I would have liked it to. Oh, we know the 4 is doing the same thing. So that's a 4, 6 pair. That means there's a 3 there. a 3 and a mystery digit, right? We've got the 3 accounted for, and the 4 and the 6 accounted for. So to make 13, it can't be 4, 9 because this 4, 6 pair looks down. Could be 5, 8, and it cannot be 6, 7. So that's 5, 8. So this can't be 5. And the way I'm using these pairs is that one of these is for sure a 5, one of these is for sure an 8. So this could never be 5 because then these would be double 8, and we can't have that. So we know that 5, 8 is looking down here, and there's an 8, 9 in this quadruple somewhere. So the 8 has to go there, which means it's not in this column. So that's not a 1, 8. That's a 2, 7. Okay, should we look somewhere else now? Let's see. I still want to avoid these, I think. There's just not enough surrounding digits to sort of limit what these could be. It could be anything, so. Okay, the 7, 5 is looking right at this quadruple. So 7, 5 are in row 9. So that has to be 5, 7. So we know there's a 4 in row 9. So now the 13 could be 4, 9. It can't be 8, 5 because there's there's a 5 in this pair. And it can't be 6, 7 because there's a 7 and there's a 6 here. So that has to be 4, 9. So that forces 9 into one of those boxes. Sometimes when you have quadruples like this, it's not the case here, but it's something that I just checked, is that, the 8, both of these quadruples have an 8 in it. So that's one box. This is another box. The 8 could go here and sort of satisfy both quadruple circles. But that's not the case here because you could have like an 8 and an 8 sort of staggered in a different way. Okay, this could be 1, 7. It can't be 2, 6 because there's a 6 here, and it can't be 3, 5 because there's a 3, 5 pair above it, and it can't be double 4. So that's a 1, 7. So that can't be 7. This. Okay, we've got some digits now just from Sudoku taking place. Okay. So this box needs a 1 and a 7 in it. And we already have a 1-7 pair here. So these boxes could never be 1 or 7, because then you'd have to double up digits. So that's not a 1-7. This is a 1-7. If this box is 1, then this has to be 8. And if this is 7, that has to be 2. So for sure there's an 8 and a mystery digit there. This could be, we have a 4-6 pair sort of stretched across the row. So this can't be 1-6. It could be 2-5, and it can't be 3-4 because there's a 3. So that's 2-5. So this can't be 2. And this 2-5 looks right. So there's a 2 down there. So what are we missing in this row? We need 1, 8, and 9. We know there's an 8 in column 7, so that's not 8. Now what? This could be 1-8. I think it could be 2-7. It could be 3-6, or it could be 4-5. It could be like anything. Okay, so we're going to ignore that for the moment. We know there's a 5 in this column, but I don't think that helps. Okay, what are we missing? 1, 2, we've got a couple 3s. There's a 3 there. 4 5s. There's a 5 here, 5 here. Five here. Oh, this has to be a 5. This one is looking left. This one's looking up. This 5-8 pair is looking up. So this is the only place 5 can go. So now we know there's a 5 there somewhere. So that means this is 8. Okay, our 5s look better now. Not great. I won't say they look great. Okay, let's keep going. 6s, 7s. Okay, there's definitely a 3 there somewhere. There's a 7 here. Oh, this 1-7 pair is looking up, so that's not a 1 any longer. have 1 8. We have no 9s in the puzzle yet. Okay, let's go back to our quadruples here. One of these is 1 for sure. What am I not noticing? I'm kind of jumping all over the puzzle, which is a bad sign. Okay, there's a 2 here, so that means there's for sure a 2 here somewhere. So now that's a 2-5 pair, which means this has a 4 somewhere in it. Okay, if that's 2, then this is 7. If that's 5, then that's 4. There's a 2-5 pair in box 5, so this can't be a 2. So that's a 7, 4, 4, 1, 7, 8. Okay, so now this is the only place 4 can go, and this is a 5 now to make the 9 cage. We've got this 4 looking down. This 4 looking down. That's the only place 2 can go. So now this is a 5, 2. That 4 looks left. Okay, so now that quadruple is satisfied. This one's satisfied. 1, 7, 8 is good. 4, 5, 7 is good. Okay, we'll just keep going. Okay, let's look at our ones. What do we have? Not much, I don't think. What about 2s? There's a 2 somewhere there. There's a 2 there. Two can go in a lot of spots there. Can go on a few spaces there. Okay. 3. Not very much. 4. That one looks up, that one looks down, that one's there. Okay, 5. Okay, that one looks right, that one looks right, this one looks down, that one looks up. So this is a 5. That's all the 5s. Okay, that's good. Maybe we'll mark them. Maybe we won't mark them, actually. What are we missing here? We're missing 3, 6, 9. And this 9 looks up at that one. Okay. And here we need a 1, 8, 9. That 8 looks up. We know that there's an 8 in column 3, so this is not 8. So that's a 1, 9 pair, so this is 8 now. The 1 9 pair takes the 1 out of here, so this is a 1. So what are these digits? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 7, 8. These are not 2 because there's a 2 in that box. That 7 looks up. There's a 3 in this box already, so neither of those are 3. The 7 looks up. The 8 looks up. So what is that? 2, 7, 8, 9. This is not 7, it's not 2 or 8, so this is a 9. That box is resolved. Sudoku cleans up the board. There's a 3, 6 pair, so this is a 9. So now are the 9s going to do stuff? There's a 9 for sure down there. Okay, so I've highlighted the 9 positions. This 9 looks left. This 9, whichever position it's in, will look left also. That can't be 9. And so really, wherever these 9s are, if one's here and one's here, or if one's here and one's here, either way, it's covering these 2 columns. This 9 looks left, and this pair of 9s, or wherever the 9 is here, it's looking left. So this is a 9. So now in column 1, we're missing 1, 2, and 7. And 2 and 7 are already in this row, so that's a 1. 1 looks down, 7's in that box, so that's a 2. So column 1 is good. What are we missing in row 1? 1, 6, 7. And 1 and 7 are looking up at that one. Okay, so do we look at the quadruples again? 3, 4, 6 is good. 2, 4, 5 is good. 1, 2 is good. 1, 7, 8 is good. 4, 5, 7 is good. Okay, this needs a 2 and a 3. Whoops. There's already a 2 in that box. So that's 1, 9. That 9 is looking left here. So now this is the only place 9 can go. 8 has to go there. That gives that 1, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's not 4. You got a 3, 6 pair in row 5, so this is a 2. Okay, and then in this quadruple, sorry, the 2 can't look, it can't, this cell cannot be a 2 because this one looks left, so this has to be a 2. So now you're 2, 8 satisfied, you're 8, 9, you're 2, 3. I think we did all the quadruples. 3, 4, 6, and 9. This one is not 3, 4, or 6, so this one is 9. So now these are 3, 4, 6, and the 4 and 6 are looking down at that. It's almost to the point of just filling in the blanks. 3 and 9 are looking right at this. That's the only digit left there, so that makes that a 9. What do we need here? 8. 5, 7, and 8. 7 looks down. 5 and 8 are looking down there. 5 and 7 are used up. So now it's just a matter of placing the digits in the right spot. Hopefully our pencil markings were correct. And what do we need here? 1, 3, and 6. All right. Solve the puzzle. Solution's correct. It took us 25 minutes, which is kind of long for an easy puzzle, which makes me nervous for the next two. It has 1,742 in just over a day. So we'll move right on to Corkscrew by James Sinclair. We have normal Sudoku rules apply and all clues are standard. In cages, the sum of the digits inside the cage is equal to the small number in the top left corner, so whatever's in here must sum to 12. Region sum lines, which are box borders, divide each blue line into segments with the same sum. So whatever the box border divides the line, so whatever these two digits sum to, then these must sum to it also. So you've got like a region here, a region here. This cell is its own region. This cell is its own region. Another region and another region. So every time the bold line crosses it, it's creating basically a different segment that all must add up to the same. Digits and cells separated by a white dot are consecutive. So if this is a 4, then then this either has to be 3 or 5 to be consecutive. And then digits with the black dot have a 1-to-2 ratio. So if this is 2, then this could either halve to 1 or it could double to 4. And then, of course, find more puzzles at artisanalsudoku.com. Okay, Corkscrew. I don't know if it's worth... I mean, I guess it is, but I like to pencil mark black kropki dots because they only have a limited number of digits that they could be. It can either be 1, 2, it could be 2, 4, it could be 4, 8, or it could be 3, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 8 are the only options that you could put there. And it's a bit excessive, but it might help down the line, you know. These region sums that are just one cell, that's telling us that these are the same digit, because whatever this single digit is, it must sum to whatever this region is, which is also just one cell. So those are going to be the same number no matter what they are. I do wonder where we're supposed to start with that. So whatever these are, they're the same digit. And it's going to be equivalent to those two cells added and those two cells added. So whatever this digit is, it has to have at least two options to sum to it. So obviously these couldn't be 1, they couldn't be 2. They couldn't be 3, because then this would be a 1, 2, and this would be a 1, 2. They can't be 4, because then this would be 1, 3, and this would be 1, 3. So these are 5 or higher. Because 5 could be 1, 4, and 2, 3. 6 could be like 1, 5, 2, 3, or 2, 4, sorry. And the higher digits have some more options, right? So if we're just going pencil mark crazy, the white kropki dots are consecutive. So no matter what this is, you could slide up or down 1 digit. So these are 4 or higher. Okay, we meant to think about this 12 cage. It needs to be 4 digits, huh? So if it was 8, then that would not work, because then you could only put a 1 and a 3 with it, and that's only 3 digits. But if it was 7 at a maximum, you could do well, that won't work either, because 7 and then your minimum of 1, 2, 3 would be 13. So that's too much. So if you did 6, 1, 2, 3, that would be 12. That's fine. If you had 5, you could do 5, 4, 2, 1. So those are between 1 and 6. And we know these digits are the same. So that digit can't appear here, and it also can't appear here. So one of those 4 digits is also yellow. So we can take out 7, 8, and 9, because we said these can't be 7, 8, or 9. So yellow is either 5 or 6. So now that will limit the kropki dots to either 4, 5, 6, or 7. Because if it was 5, it could be 4, 6. Or if it's 6, it could be 5, 7. But yellow is in here for sure. So it's either what do we say? 5, 4, 2, 1. Or it's 6, 3, 2, 1. So 1 and 2 is for sure in here somewhere, along with the yellow digit and another mystery number. Okay. Okay, so this is 5, then this is 1, 4, 2, or 3. And if it's 6, it's 1, 5, 2, or 4. So those are between 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So again, you either have a 1 or a 2 on those lines for sure, right? Because 5 is 1 4 or 2 3, and 6 is 1 5 or 2 4. Each one of those sets has a 1 and a 2 on it. And they're sort of opposites of each other. So if this one has the 1 on it, then that means this one has to have the 2 on it. And then these little branches that come off are also from the same set, right? Because whatever this is, it sums to the same as this, which is this. So this is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it also has a 1 or a 2 on it, but I don't think I want to pencil mark that just yet. Okay, whatever this is the opposite, which means this has to be whatever this is, and this is whatever that is. Because 5 and 6 each only have 2 ways to sum to them. So this is one way, and this is the other way. This is the opposite, and that's the other way. I wish this wasn't shaded purple because it's kind of throwing me off, but... So now, what? Maybe we need to color further and say... and do it by digit. So this orange yellow... This is yellow, whatever it is. This is orange, whatever it is. But these have to be different. So this one's orange, this one's yellow. And then we'll do the same thing here. That one will be blue, and this one will be blue. So now we know blue is down there, and purple's up here. Oh, this is going to get complicated really fast. Orange is down there somewhere. Yellow is here somewhere. We know this one can't be 5 or 6, right? Because we're already using the 2 combinations that 5 and 6 have right here. So this couldn't be like a third magical combination. So if this was 7, and we're already using 1 and 2 somewhere, then this would be 3, 4? But then you're using either 1, 4 or 2, 4. 1, 4 would make 5, and then 2, 4 is 6. So you couldn't have a 4 here. So that can't be 7. If it was 8, that would make that 3, 5. If this was 8, this would have to be 3, 5. So then this would be... That would make these 6. And then you would have... Oh no, you couldn't do that either, because then you would have to have a 1, 5 and a 2, 4 somewhere, and you're already using the 5. So this has to be 9. And it has to be 4, 5. So now 5 comes out of here, is that right? And this becomes... No, that's not right either. How did I mess that up? Maybe I didn't mess it up. Hold on. This would be 3, 6. Okay, we just proved that it couldn't be 4, 5. So this would be 3, 6. And now these pairs would be 1, 5 and 2, 4. That's fine. 1, 5 and 2, 4. So these become 6. And these can no longer be 3. So, those can't be 3 anymore. And we said whatever this green digit ended up being needs to be the green digit down here. So 6, 1, 2, 3 is how we get to 12. Okay, let's take 6 out of there. Let's take 3 out of this kropki dot, because 3 can only be paired with 6. 6 is only consecutive with 5 or 7. Take 6 out of that box and 3 out of that kropki. Okay. That makes sense. We'll see if I'm wrong. There's a bunch of ways to make 9. That's the problem. So I don't really want to look at that just yet. So what are we missing here? 7, 8, and 9. It's kind of cluttered. So around this box is 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. That doesn't help. I mean, we know green is on the line, which is 6, but that doesn't really do much, I don't think. We know there's a green up here somewhere. Well, we know green isn't on the region sum, because it would have to be 3 and 6. And this is a 3, 6, whatever this is, so it's not there. So one of those is green. And you've got sort of the same pattern mirrored. Those are possible 6 locations. I keep trying to look at the coloring, but I don't know if that really matters anymore. So one of these is 1-5 and one of them's 2-4. I don't know. Should we check our digits so far? Do we feel confident that that logic makes sense? Because maybe that's why I'm stuck, is if it doesn't make sense anymore. This was 1. This can't be 1-2. Yeah, sure it can. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wait, no. If this was 1-2, then this would be 4-5. Here, I'll pencil mark it. And we know that blue and purple sum to 6, so this would have to be 1-2. 1 or 2, but you're already using 1 and 2 here. So it's for sure not 1, because 1 can only be paired with 2. So now whether this is a 2-4 or a 4-8, there's at least a 4 there. So pink is not 4 any longer, which means blue is not 2 any longer. If this was 2-4, that would be 1-5, and that would be 1-5. I think that's okay. If this was 4-8, that would be 1-5, this would be 1-5. Wait, so is this always a 7? Is that what we just figured out? If this is 2-4, then this is 1-5, this is 1-5. That 1-5 pair makes that a 7. If this is 4-8... Oh, we just figured out that this is always... Oh, why did I... Oh, I think I removed the wrong digit by mistake. I did. Okay, so this is always 4. So blue is not 4, which means pink is not 2. Which means pink is also not 4 or 2. Okay, so I had it right, but I think I pencil marked it wrong. And then this 1-5 pair makes that a 7. This 1-5 pair means that orange and yellow are 2s and 4s somehow. Okay, that means something. So there's definitely a 4 here. This 1-5 pair looks down. This can't be 1. This 2-4 orange-yellow pair looks down, so that can't be 2 or 4. So this is either 1, 2, or it's 8, 4. So this can never be 8. And now you have your 2-4, which means this is for sure the orange, and this one's not. So it's either 8-4 or 1-2. Okay. So in this row, or this column, we need 3, 7, oh man. We need 3, 7, 8, 9. Oh, and 3 can't go here because we have a 3-6 pair in the middle. What else can we figure out from that? Okay, we know we need to make 9 on this region sum. We can't use 2 or 4, so it's either 1, 8, 3, 6, and it can't be a 3, 6 because then this cell couldn't have anything in it. So that's a 1, 8. Can't be 2, 7. Can't be 3, 6. Can't be 4, 5. So this 1, 8 pair takes the 8 out of here. This can't be 7, 9 because that would sum to 16. And there's only one way to make 16 without repeating digits, and that's 7, 9. So this would be 7, 9, and then this one would have to also be 7, 9, which would conflict with itself. So there's for sure it's either 3, 7 or 3, 9. So that means further down here, that's not a 3. I'm not sure what it means beyond that. This is either... It can't be 1, 8 because we've got our 1 used up already. It could be 2, 6. Nope, sorry. It could be... I meant to say 2, 7. It can't be 3, 6 because we're using this 3, 6 box already. And it can't be 4, 5 because there's a 5 down here. So that's 2, 7. But I don't think that does much. Except this 2, 7 means that there can't be a 7 in this row. This 7 looks right. Can't be a 7 there. This isn't 7. So here's our 7. So we can take 7 out of there and here. So this is a 3-9 pair. That means 8 has to go here. So now this kropki is for sure a 1-2. And our 12 box is kind of fixing itself. The 2 looks up at the 4. So now we know yellow is 4 and orange is 2. This kropki can't be 2, so this one can't be 1. These are an 8-9. Do we get rid of the orange and yellow coloring now? I don't think we need it. I think the 6 coloring is done too. I think all the coloring is done, if we're being honest. Okay, so what are we missing here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We have an implied 5, 6, 7 triple in this column. So this can't be a 6. So that's 3, that's 6. 5, 6, 7. This has to be 8 or 9, and it can't be 8, so that's 9. Six could still go with 5 or 7. It doesn't necessarily have to be whatever this one was. Oh boy. Okay. We only have 1 1 on the grid. We have a couple 2s. Only have 1 3, 1. We've got 2 4s. Okay, for sure there's a 3 there. And it's either 3, 4, 5, or 7. There's also a 4. Okay, what did we just look at? 4s? We don't have any 5s yet. We have a couple 6s. But that's nothing new to us, I don't think. Got a handful of 7s. Or just 2, actually. Oh, okay. Well, that 7 looks down, so that means there's definitely a 7 here, which looks over at this white kropki, so that has to be 5. So that's a 3, 4, 7 at the bottom, so this has to be 5 now. Not much with 8s or 9s going on. Okay, we know there's a 9 there. That one looks down, that one looks right. That's not 9. So this region sum is 9 something. That's going to be pretty high. Okay, do we figure out how to make 12 here? It can't be 3, 9, because then you couldn't put anything here. So it could be 4, 8, 5, or 7. This one can't be 7, so that one's not 5. 4, 8, 5, 7. What do we need here? There's definitely a 6, and it's either 2, 4, 6, or 8. Oh, actually, it's not 4 for sure. I have a feeling it will be something to do with this black kropki dot looking down at whatever these digits are. Because this is 9 and something added. It can't be 9, 1, because there's a 1 here on the line. Can't be 9, 2, because there's a 2 there. So at a minimum, it's 9, 3, which is 12. Should we just fill in all the digits, make it easy on ourselves? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and this isn't 1 or 5. So it's not 8, 9, because that would be 17, and this would have to be 8, 9 to make 17. So it's 3 and 9. There's definitely an 8 down here, so this isn't 8, so that's for sure 2, 4. So 2 can come out. Only digit left here is 4. Okay, that was kind of quick, but I think that's what we needed, right? So now we know this is 12. So if this can't be 3, 9, it could be 4, 8, I guess. It could also be 5, 7. That can't be 5, so that can't be 7. This can't be 8, so that can't be 4. I'm stuck, and I feel like it's obvious, which is which is always the worst. I feel like it's obvious that if this was 4, 8, dang, I don't know. What do we need up here? 1, 3, 8, and 9. Not 8. 1, 3, and 9. And 5. Nothing's jumping out at me, which is a big deal. This is 4, 8, or 5, 7. This is 4, 8, or 5, 7. I think they could both be 5, 7. That wouldn't be terrible. Whatever it is, I mean, whatever digits are here, it's going to block out these digits, but I think they could be the same. Like a 5, 7 is okay. We go back to Sudoku. Maybe there's a Sudoku digit that can help us. 4 can't go here or here. Tallulah. 5 can't go here. Man. 3 and 9 are for sure up here, but I don't think that does anything. All right, do we run some hypotheticals? That will get us out of a jam sometimes. Let's say this is a 1-2. That becomes 7, 2, 8, 1. Eight, 4, 6, 8. I think that's all fine. I think it's all fine and dandy. At least up to a certain point. Okay, let's say this is a 3, 6. That's an 8. That's a 7. That's a 5. This is a 9 now. That's a 2, 7. I think that's all fine and dandy too. Dang it. This was 4, 8, and this is 7, 5, 2, 6. Okay, we're supposed to look somewhere else then. This would be 7, 5. That's how it always goes, right? You solve this sort of middle cross part of the puzzle. Then when you have to think about the other boxes, everything turns upside down. Okay, so 7 isn't here. So for sure there's a 7 here. So that's 8. Now that's how simple it is sometimes. It's just the pressure of being on film. Can no longer be 3, so that's a 1 and a 2. 8 and a 1. 7 and a 2. We fill in all these digits. Okay, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I said 7 can't go anywhere there. 5 and 8 are both looking at that cell. 4, 8, and 9 are looking at that cell, so that's a 5. That can't be 5. That can't be 7. That's a 4, 8, and a 3, 9 on that line. That can't be 5 now, and this can't be 5 because there's a 5 in the box, and 8 is looking left. That's a 4, 7, 9 triple, so that's an 8. That's 4, that's 8. That's 9 now. 9 looks up. The 8 looks down at that. It's the only spot 8 can go, I believe. Yep. This 4, 7 pair makes this a 3. So that column is complete now. What are we missing here? 1 and 2. 2 looks down at that. Finally, we have our 5, 1 region sums complete after 43 minutes. In this row, we need 3 and 6. And the bottom row, we need 5, 7, 9. 9 looks down at that. 5 looks down at that. 7 looks down at that. This can't be 5 or 9, so that has to be 3. And I think we've done it. It's just a matter of plugging it all in now. That's a 5, 6, 4, 7, 8. And 8 and 4 are looking right at that cell. In this row, we need 1, 2, and 6. 6 is looking up there. So that's either 1, 2, or 3, and 1 and 2 are looking left, so that's a 3. Uh, 1 looks left, 9 looks down. We're missing 5 and 7. 5 looks up at that. And now I think it's just Sudoku for the most part. And we did it. Okay, we solved the puzzle. Solution is correct. 45 minutes. Not terrible. Not great. Not terrible. We got 1,000 solves in 1.4 days. Do we even attempt the hard one, or do we just save it for its own video? Let's take a look at it, and if it's too much, then I'll do the alternate in a separate video. Astrolabe by James Sinclair. So normal Sudoku rules apply. All clues are standard. So 1 to 9 in every row, column, and box without repeating a digit. Arrows, the sum of the digits along an arrow equal to the digit in the circle. These digits can repeat if allowed by other rules. So for example, these could both be 4, because Sudoku rules allow that to happen, but you could not have like a 4, 4, 1 because that breaks Sudoku. Renban lines are a set of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. So this could be 2, 4, 5, and I always do that. I always put them in order unintentionally. It could be 2, 3, 4, 5 in any order as long as they're consecutive. Digits within a shaded cell are even. So let's get started. Squares are even, okay. These arrows with 3 digits on them, or 3 length arrows, means that the sum of these circles is at a minimum 6, because the minimum you could put on a 3 length arrow is 1, 2, and 3. So these are 6, 7, 8, and 9. And that's it. That's all I have. Okay, so we know these are 2 consecutive renban lines. So these digits in the middle are the leftovers. And you could never put 9 on an arrow line because 9 plus anything would be too much to sum to 9. So one of these lines has 9 on it. And whichever one has 9, it has to have 8 and 7. So that leaves the digits 1 to 6 open. Whoops. So one of these is for sure a 987. One of these is for sure a 987. So that means one of these is absolutely 6. Because if this is 987, then that has to be 6. Or if this is 987, then this has to be 6. So 6 for sure goes there somewhere. And do we do the same thing over here? That one of these absolutely has a 9? It doesn't tell us too much, I don't think. If this is 6, if this is 987, and this is 6, then that means this is 1, 2, 3, and this is 4, 5, 6. So then that means this is what? This is 4, 5, 6. So this is 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, or 9. Which means that has to be 7, 8, 9. We know that these are the same digit. Let's look at that for a second. We know that this is the same... No, that's... I don't know why I said that. We'll give it 30 minutes. If I haven't made progress in 30 minutes, then we'll go back to what we'll end it if that's the case. Okay. Okay, we're on to something. So this would be 1, 2, 3. This one would have to be 8. If it was a 9, 8, 7, this would have to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's look at it a different way. If this was 6 here, then this would be 7, 8, or 9. It would be a very high digit. Okay, let's look at the, because I'm confusing myself a little bit, so let's, these two consecutive sets are going to give you 3 leftover digits, which are here. It could be 1, 2, 3. But it could be... Here, let me just visualize it for myself, and then I think it'll make sense. If this was a consecutive set, and this was a consecutive set, you could have 4, 5, 6. But 4, 5, and 6 on this arrow, when they sum, it would be way higher than 9. It would be 15. So whatever 3 digits you have left over, they cannot sum to anything higher than 9. So you could have 6, 2, 1 as leftovers. That would give you a 3, 4, 5 and a 7, 8, 9. So maybe we make a note of that. You could have 1, 2, 6. If 5 was a leftover, I think you couldn't have 5 as a leftover, because then it would need to be... Well, I guess it doesn't have to sum to 9. It could sum to 8. Well, yeah, then you don't have... Okay, so that's what it is. If we're visualizing this set of consecutive digits, you can't ever have 5 left out. Because if you had 5 on the arrow, then it couldn't sum to 6, it couldn't sum to 7, so the lowest it could be is 8, which would be 5, 2, and 1. And if these were your leftover digits, you don't have 2 sets of consecutive anymore, you just have 1 set of consecutive. Now, if we were summing to 9, you would have 5, 3, and 1, which is also dividing up the digits in a way where you don't have these 2 consecutive sets. So 5 is always going to be on the line along with 9 somewhere. So 9 is for sure in a set, and 5 is for sure in a different set. 9 has to be with 8 and 7. And 5, at a minimum, has to be with 4. But it could be with 3, or it could be with 6. So 1 and 2 are always on the arrow. I think whatever logic we do down here, it's going to apply over here also. So either 3 or 6. And we also always have 4 on one of these. If 3 is your set, right, like you have a 3, 4, 5, And that would put 6, 2, 1 in the middle, which would make that a 9 for sure. If your set is 4, 5, 6, then you have 1, 2, 3 on the line, which would make it a 6 for sure. So these two are a 6, 9 pair. Four is always it's either 1, 2, 6 or 1, 2, 3 on the line, but for sure it's 1 and 2. Okay, we'll get rid of that for now. And then this is going to be the same. It's going to be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 or 6, and 1, 2 is always there. So that's 2 is not in the box anymore. Hold on, let me visualize something else real quick. I could do this on a notepad, but then you guys wouldn't see it. So we know for sure 7, 8, and 9 is on one of them. And we know 4 and 5 is part of the other one, and it's either paired with 6 or a 3. If this is a 6 in the box, then these would be 4 and 5, and this would be 9. But then you couldn't make 9 because you need a 6, 1, 2, but you're already using 4, 5, and 6 here. So that can't be a 6. If it's 4, if that's a 4, then one of these is a 5. And let's say we pair it with 3, and we go 3, 4, 5 route. And that would mean this is 6, 1, 2, which would make 9. I think that's okay. If it's 4 and we go 5, 6, then that means this is a 1, 2, 3, and this would have to be 6, and it can't because we're already here. So it's definitely not 4, 5, 6 on this line, but it could be 3, 4, 5, I think. 3, 5 would make this a 6, 2, 1, which is 9. You have 7, 8, 9. That's fine. Okay, so let's try finally the 8. Let's say these are 7, 9. This would be 6. This would be 1, 2, 3. And this would be 4, 5, 6. That works too. Okay. We're on to something. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure where it leads us. If this was a 1, 2, 3, then this would have to be 4, 5, or 6. Or 7 or 8. It would have to be 4 or higher. I don't think that means anything. I don't think. Okay, we just need to figure out, I think, what's in the middle here. 1, 2 is looking this way, 1, 2 is looking that way. So this is a 1 and a 2? Because that can't be 1, 2, this can't be 1, 2, these can't be 1, 2. So this is for sure 1, 2, that means these are 3 and 4. If you had a 3 on this arrow, and you couldn't have a 3 here, that's fine. Wait, if you had a 3 here, and you couldn't have it here, 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 or here. So you'd for sure have a 3 in one of those spots. Okay, what are we missing? Kind of a lot, actually. Okay, never mind. We're close, man. We're close. We're about to break in, dog. Just give me a second. If this was 3, this would be 6, 2, 1, and this would have to be 6, 2, 1, because that 3 would look here and it would look down. And these would both have to be 9. So this is a 4, this is your 3. We can take 6 out of there. We can take 6 off of that. I don't know why that was there, actually. So now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 3, 7, 8. I feel like we got to figure out what these are. I think we have to figure out which one is 987. Let's say these are 987, then this would be 6. These would be 1, 2, 3. That would be 5, 7, 8. This one would have to be 9, which means these would be 6. Blah. That means this would be 4, and these would be 3, 5. This was 8, and these were 7, 9. Then this would be 6. These would be 1, 2, and 3. This would be 9. This would be 6, 1, 2. This would, if this was 6, then this would have to be 1, 5, or 2, 4, and it couldn't be 1 or 2. No, it could. Well, this line can no longer be 1, 2, 3, so this can't be 6 any longer. we supposed to look up here now? That seems complicated. I really feel like I got to figure this bottom box 8 out. Okay, there's for sure a 9 in box 4, so this can't be 9. So now this is either 4, 2, 1 to make 7, or it's 5, 2, 1 to make 8. But either way, there's a 1 and a 2 on that arrow. So it's either 4 or 5. This is either 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this you can't have a 5 on the line, because then you would be left with the digits 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you had a 5 here, then where would you put 4? 4 couldn't be consecutive with 3, which is already used, or 5, which is used here. So 4 would be off by itself, and these are renban lines. So you can't have a 5 there. So that's a 1, 2, 4, which makes that 7. So that's not 7. So now you have a 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 7 can't go there. 7 has to go here. That seems right. That seems right. We'll roll with it. I feel like I want to use my solution check lifeline to make sure we're on the right track. I'm doing it. Okay, puzzle's not yet finished, but the digits are correct. So we're on the right track. Now we know that this can't be the 7, 8, 9 renban. So this one is the 7, 8, 9. So that can't be 7 or 8. This one can't be 9, so that's a 6. 1, 2, 3 makes that a 5. That's a 9, 5. That has to be 8, right? So that is a 4, 5, 6. This has to sum to 9, so that 3 is gone. And that's a 3, 4, 5. So 3 comes out of that cell. This is a triple. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 8, 9. Okay. Getting somewhere. To sum to 6, it's either 1, 5 or 2, 4. That one can't be 5, so that one can't be 1. There's another triple here. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 can't go on the line. So it's either 6 plus 3 to make 9 or 7 plus 2 to make 9. So it's a 2. 1 and 2 solves that renban. 2 comes out of there. 1 comes out of there. So 5 comes out of that. So that 6 is a 2-4. Makes sense. That sounds good. This is a 1-6. For this to be 6, this would have to be 1, 2, 3, and then you couldn't put anything in this cell here. So that's not a 6. 5, 6, 8, 9 quadruple, so you have a 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's not a 1. This is a 2, 3, or a 4. Okay, we were doing really good. What happened? Okay, so this 7-9 pair makes that a 3. So now you have a double here, and it is a 3-8. So the triple remaining is 1, 5, 4. I'm a pencil marking son of a gun, so bear with me. It makes the end of the puzzle very easy. If this was a 4, that would have to be 2. So to get to 8, you would need a 1, 3. Or to get to 9, you would need a 2, 3. But you can't use 2. So it'd be 4, 1, 3. And then you couldn't put anything here because you use 4, 2, 1, and 3. So that can't be 4. Don't slow down yet. Keep going. Okay, is it this guy? If this was 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, let me do it like this. That would be 6. And this would have to be 1, 2, 3 to not exceed 9, but you're using 1, 2, 3, and 4 up here. Okay, so we just proved that this could never be 6? No, we didn't. We just proved this can't be 1, 2, 3, 4. Could it be 2, 3, 4, 5? Because then that would be 6, 1. I guess that's okay. I don't know if that's what... I don't know if that's the clue we're supposed to look at just yet. It might come later. 6 would be 1, 2, 3. 7 would be 4, 2, 1. 8 would be 5, 2, 1. 9 would be 6, 2, 1. So is there always a 1 and a 2 there? No, because 9 could be 4, 3, 2. So is there always a 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 1, 5, 2, 1, 4, 3, 1. No, okay, but they are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if there's just normal Sudoku shit happening, maybe. No such luck. Okay, there's definitely a 7 down here in one of those spots. There's a 7 here. There's a 7 here. There's a 7 here, and it can't go on the line. Okay, so this 7 pattern means that for sure there's a 7 here. Can't go on the line, and there's a 7 here. So one of these two positions is 7, and one of these two is 7. Either way, they're looking right. So there's definitely a 7 on this little renban loop. So these are at a, if we were going down, it would be 7, 6, 5, 4. And if we were going up, it would be 7, 8, 9, and you would get stuck, and you'd have to have a 6 for sure. These can't be 8. So for sure there's a 6 on this renban line, so that's not 6. 6 and 7. And it's either 6, 7, 8, 9 are the mystery digits, or it's 7, 6, 5, 4 are the mystery digits, or it's in the middle of 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that was 7. What are 8s doing? What are 9s doing? Nothing. Okay, great. We're not far. We're not far. We're doing all right. Phew. Eight can't go there. 8 can't go here because you would need 2, 6, or 4 and 4. So 8's not there either. 8 isn't here. It's not there. What clue am I missing? 6, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 5, 3, 1, 4, 2, 1. Okay, you couldn't have 6, 1, 2. Because then you couldn't put anything here. And you can't have 6 with any other combination. So 6 comes off that line. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could have 1, 2, 3. I think that's all right. You could have 4, 2, 1. That's fine. You could have 4, 1, 3. That's all right. We could have 4, 3, 2. That's all right. Okay, I'm not seeing something. What am I not looking at? Okay, we know we can't use 7 here. So if we're trying to use 3 to make 9, it could be 1, 5. We couldn't do 2, 4. And if you were trying to make 8, I think there's just too many options. Oh, okay, 9 has to be here. 9 can't go in row 8 anywhere else. We already said 7 has to go here. So that's a 7, 9 pair. And to make this consecutive, it would be 9, 8, 7, 6. So that 6, 8 pair would remove any 6s. 6, 7, 8, 9. That honestly didn't do a lot for us, though. 7, 9, 8. You need 6 and lower. Okay, what are we missing in this box? One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this can never be 1 or 2. This could never be 5 or 4. Man, we're really close. We're really close. Two, 1 would be 3. You can do 2, 2, but you could do 2, 3, which would be 5. Oh, okay, so you could never sum to 4. And you could only do 4, 1. 2, 1. You couldn't do 2, 2, or 4, 2. So 2 comes out of there. It's either 2, 1, 2, 3, or 4, 1. What a mess. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is either 7 or 9. Doesn't help. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, so now we know this is either a 1 or 3, so this can't have a 1, 3 in it. So it's no longer 6, because that would be 1, 2, 3. So it's not 6. 4, 2, 1 is fine. 5, 2, 1 is fine. Four, 3, 2 is fine. Okay, so we got 6 out of there, I guess, but we still only have one in the puzzle. We've got a couple 2s, but they're not doing a lot of work. 3. isn't doing much either. Four, five, six, sevens. There's a 7 here or here. There's a 7 there. I think we already went over this. There's a 7 there or there. 7s are there. Okay, so 6 down here. It's not in any of those cells. It's not in that cell or that cell. If you had a 6 on the arrow, it would be 6, 1, 2. That would be 3, 4, 1, 5. I feel like I saw it and then I lost it. So if this was 6, 6, 1, 2, right? That would be 9. That would be 3. That would be 4, 1, 5. That would be 5. That would be 4. That would be 6. I don't see a problem with any of this yet. So maybe that is the answer. For 3 to make 8, you would have to have 1 and 4. Right? 3, 1, and 4. Because you couldn't do 2, 3, 2, 3. Yeah. 3 to make 9 would be 1 and 5. So in both those scenarios, there's a 1 there. For 2 to make 8, you would have 1 and 5. And that's it, again. To make 9, you would need 7. So you could do 1 and 6. Or 3 and 4. I'm not supposed to be looking here. That's too many options. Right? What am I not seeing? Six, 2, 1 arrow. That arrow's good. This arrow is man, I don't know. I'm stuck. I keep wanting to look down here, but I don't think that's the answer. If this was 4, 1, 5, that would have to be 3. That would be 1 or 2. Actually, it would be 2. That would be 3. How did we get stuck right here at the end, man? 1, 4, and 5 triple, so that's not a 5. Okay, the 7, 6, 5, or 7, 8, 9, or 6, 7, 8. Okay, it's not 6, 7, 8. Because then you'd have a breakage right here. So that's either 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Or it's 7, 8, 9. Oh, and it can't be 7, 8, 9 because then you wouldn't be able to put anything here. So that's not 8, 9. This isn't 6. That's not 5 or 6. 5, 6 pair. No, come on. Come on. Oh, you. Eight, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. That had to clear up something, right? What did it clear up? I don't see it. One, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 6, 7, 8, or a 9. Doesn't mean much, I don't think. Dang, we're so close. I'm in my own head now is what happened. If this is a 1, 2, 3... Actually, if this is 1, whether it's 4, 1 or 2, 1, then this would have to be 4, 3, 2. That's the only options left. That would be 5. This would be 6. This would be 8. That would have to be 9. 6, 9. I'm kind of just running hypotheticals in my head trying to figure this out. Because it has got me stumped right now. I'm not seeing something and it's probably very obvious. But I've been doing these puzzles nonstop for a little over 2 hours now. I think my brain is just mush. This couldn't be 5, 1, 3. Because then you couldn't put anything here. So if it's not 5, 3, 1, then it's 5, 2, 1. Which is 8. 6, 8, 6. Is this always 6? Is there ever a scenario where this is 1, 4, 3, 2? But then that doesn't work. Because then you've used 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you couldn't put anything here. So this is never 1. If this is a 2, then this would have to be... It would have to be 5, 3, 1, which then you couldn't put anything here. So this is always a 6, and I'm going to digit check that. I'm going to solution check that, because that could change the outcome of this whole puzzle, I think. Okay, digits you entered are correct. So this cell could never have been a 1 or a 2. So now... I think it's Sudoku things. That's it? That's all we got out of it? Oh, come on, man. Come on. I know you guys are probably screaming at me right now. Okay, so it's not 5, 3, 1. Is it 5, 2? Oh, no. Is it 5, 2, 1? Where that's a 3? And this is a 4 now? And that's an 8. That would make that 9 and that 8. 3, 8. Is this ever 3? Oh, my brain is just completely fried at this point. Okay, we put in a 6, right? Did that do anything? All we know is that there's a 6 here, which we already kind of knew. We put in an 8. So there's an 8 at the bottom. So how do we make 8? We make 8 with 5, 2, and 1. Or 4, 3, 1. Either way, there's a 1. To make 9... You couldn't do 4, 3, 2 because you've got a 2, 4 here. So another way to make 9 is what? 6, 2, 1. 5, 3, 1. So there's always a 1 here, so this isn't 1. This isn't 1. I'm losing my marbles, dude. I'll be right back. We're almost at an hour. I'll be right back. Okay, I just had to look away from the screen for a little bit. Still 58, 24 minutes in this puzzle. What do we know? We have a 7, 8, 9 triple, so this has to be 6. Sevens are here, they're here, they're here, they're here somewhere, they're here somewhere. Nines are just here and here. I think if we could figure out what this is, that would go a long way. Two, 3, 4, 5, 1, 7, 9. There's a 2 there. Could be a 2 anywhere there. Could be a 2 here somewhere. Ooh, there's a couple arrows we just need to figure out. Okay, on this line, you can't have 2, 3. You also can't have 2, 4. So if this was, what did we say? 5, 2, 1. That would be 8. You could have 6, 2, 1. That would be 9. I think we said you always have to have a 1 on that arrow. You can't have 2, 3, 4. You just can't. I won't allow it. There's definitely an 8 in the bottom. If this was 6, 2, 1, then your digits left over, you'd have a 9, a 7, 4, 3. So down here you would have to have 5 and 8, which is fine. That works. Okay. So now let's say you had a 5, 2, 1. Wait, I think what we're saying is that 3 can't go here, right? 3 to make 8 would need 3, 2, 1, and 4, which would break it. To make 9, you would need 3, 1, 5, which is fine. Okay. Dang it. Okay, anyway, a 5, 2, 1. Oh, that is what we're saying, is that this could never be 2. Uh, 5, 3, 1 would be your only option. And you'd have 2, 3. This would have to be 4. That would be 9. That would be 7. And left over, you'd have 6 and 8. I guess that's fine. Dude, I am losing my mind on these arrows. This one and this one are driving me bonkers. This is 6-2-1 or 5-3-1 or 5-2-1. There's always a 1 there. What does that mean? That means there's never a 4 there. So your 4 is either here or here. If you put the 4 here, then this digit is either 5 or 6, and it's the opposite of what's being used here. Wait, and you could do 4-3-1, couldn't you? Oh, it just gets worse and worse, man. Could you do 4-3-1 to make 8? No, because then that would be 2 and 2. Okay, so you can't have a 4 on the line. I'm completely stuck. I'm losing it. I'm losing grip on reality. It's either 8 or 9. How can you figure out if it's 8 or 9? That can only be determined by this, which is 5-2-1, 6-2-1, or 5-3-1. Two, 3. I'm not giving up, but I am upset. We've got 3s in a couple spots, but I mean, it's nothing. There's definitely a 6 up there in the corner. Does that mean anything? I don't think it does. Great grand. Probably what the problem is I have too many pencil marks, and it's clouding my judgment to see something very logical. Okay, 4 can only go in one of 2 spots. So if this is 4, that has to be 1. That's 5. That means what? That's 4, 6. This is 5, 6. That's 2, 3, so that becomes 1. 1, 4, 5. This is either 2, 3. This is 2, 3. This would have to be 5, so that would be 6. This would be 4. I'm tempted to place a digit, check it, and then just run with it if it's correct, because I just don't even know anymore. We're an hour and 10 minutes into the puzzle. I don't want to do that. But 1, 2, 3. Okay, we proved that this is 4. We can at least make some progress. What about this is 4? This is 2. This is 3 now. 2, 3, 4. So then you have what? You can't use really anything here. 1, 5, and that's it, right? So this has to be 4. Final answer. And we're going to check it, and we're going to move on with this puzzle. Oh, it's correct. Okay, that's what it was. It came down to this box, this gray box. It was either 2 or 4. Okay, so that's 1, that's 5. Wow, I can't believe that. I mean, I should have known, but that's a 1. I'm just going to go through now, and I'm just cleaning up the pencil marks because we've pretty much solved the entire puzzle up to this point. We had pretty much pencil marked the entire thing. So that's a 5, 2, 1. So finally, that's 8. We just couldn't distinguish which way it was going to go, but that's, I mean, yeah. We could have, I guess, thought about it a little bit harder than we did, and it would have come through, but okay, don't do this to me right now. Just let me finish. It can't be 7, because that would be 4, 2, 1. 8 would have to be 4, 3, 1, or 5, 2, 1. So that's a 9 now. And it is 4, 2, 3. If I miss key, a digit here, and we have to go back, I'm gonna lose it. But I think we're okay. I mean, I'm just, we pencil marked almost the entire grid. So now the application here is just telling us where like the Sudoku errors are. So it's not that it's giving me answers or anything, it's things that we've already figured out. And I could sit here and go one by one and see where the digits are, but at this point, I'm just happy to be completed. And we did it. Holy cow. 74-minute puzzle, well worth it, a lot of fun. I just needed to look here. That's all I needed to do was just... It was 2 options. It was either 2 or 4. And I think if I would have just ran a few hypotheticals, I would have figured out that the interaction between like this and this, I think is what it was, is what was going to give me those digits on the line. And we were trying to look at this arrow, I mean, forever, right? I just had to look. I had to look elsewhere to end up looking back where we were supposed to look. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a long one, but a fun one. That was a hard artisanal Sudoku puzzle. But I like it. Let me know if you like these longer videos, about 2.5 hours. So I'll see you guys with some more puzzles later in the week. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time. Peace.